Hi, this is Majinoni. Here's my review for New Avengers number 4. There's going to be some spoilers, so if you haven't read your book, come back later. Now, overall, this is probably like my favorite Avenger title that's out right now. I think with like the regular Avenger title, with all the time traveling, and JR's art not quite up to what I would normally expect from him, that's kind of hampering things a little bit. With this one here, I think it's kind of more a little bit lighthearted at times, even though it's like a serious storyline, which I'll get to in just a second. The fact that you have, Peter Parker or Spider-Man and Ben Graham, the Thing, the way they throw their one-liners out all the time, I think it eases the tension a little bit. And while it's not like laugh out loud moments, you just kind of giggle or snicker or whatever, just a little bit. But one thing I noticed, what they've been doing is they're definitely doing something to build up or change Doctor Strange. I'm sure if you remember going all the way back to Dark Reign and even before that, Doctor Strange was having a problem with his magic, and he just wasn't, he's not quite what he used to be like. And I think this storyline here is stemming from those stories way back then, because something really big is at the end of this basically happens with Doctor Strange. And I have a feeling on a lot of the Doctor Strange purists out there, they're going to hate, 100% hate what's going to happen, or what they're alluding to be what's going to happen. Personally, I think that Doctor Strange is a character that's kind of lost right now. I remember reading some Doctor Strange when I was a kid, and I thought it was entertaining, but more recently, I don't think his character kind of fits well within, today's environment. It's kind of like he never got updated, and this is their, I guess what you can say is their attempt at updating Doctor Strange, and it's a big change. It's, from what I can, what I've seen so far. Now, let's go on with the story. Now, we still have the demons attacking, and as you can see, it's just utter total chaos. We have the three mystics, Brother Voodoo, Doctor Strange, and Hellstorm. They're basically, trying to figure out who's responsible, what's going on, things like that. Now, what I think is really good about this interaction here is you have Doctor Strange, who's, you're calm, cool, let's figure this thing out, and Hailstorm, with the fire coming out of his head, going, no, you don't understand, this is really powerful, don't do that, you're just making up excuses, you got to figure this thing out, there's something that's really powerful involved, and he's kind of like, he has a sense of urgency about him that it's really, it's really stressing how dangerous this situation is right now. Going forward here, you can see, they're seeing what's going on, and there's, you have more battling, some more fighting. The fighting has been, has been a little off and on. Some of it's been really good. This one, it's not as intense as the other issues, but it's moving it along a little bit. You have these little side things with Miss Marvel, and then it brings the other characters, the mystics, back over to them. Now, suddenly what happens is, you have 1 minute, basic, demonic invasion, skies on fire type thing, and the next minute, poof, beautiful skies, basically nothing happened. Well, something did happen. You have Iron Fist appearing, and he's got a costume change. Now, first thing he does is he clocks Doctor Strange, and apparently what he's hinting at, or sorry, not hinting, he's pretty much saying, who did you take this from, because this person wants it back. This person needs to have that Eye of Agamotto or whatever thing back. And Doctor Strange is kind of playing it off, like, well, my ancient master gave it to me, blah, blah, blah. So, if he really did steal this is really going to change who Doctor Strange is, and I think it's also going to change the way he interacts with the rest of the Marvel U. And basically, from the next part of the story is going to be they're going to get to be who the rightful owner of that is. Now, and that's what I'm saying is I think a lot of people out there who are Doctor Strange purists are really going to hate that part of the story, but I think it provides an interesting dynamic to it. Doctor Strange never really got modernized with modern times. Now, granted, character like Spider-Man, Avengers, people like that, they don't really need to be changed much. But you have somebody like Doctor Strange who's basically dealing with magic, and the same old magic stuff doesn't really translate as well as it did, in the 70s till, today. So I think this is potentially it's a great start, a great jumping on period for people, because now you don't have all this drama, not the drama, but a lot of history with Doctor Strange. You can just jump right on it, and he'll be a new character, in a sense. And we'll see where it goes from there. I may not like how it's going to turn out, but at least I can say they're trying to do something with him, and we'll see. Hopefully the turnout will be good. If you have any comments or questions, let me know. Tell me, what do you guys think? Do you like the retconning of Doctor Strange, or are you firmly against touching it because it's a classic character? Rate the channel up or down, let me know. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll have more reviews up later.